It is Pioneer time. What's going on, everyone? Welcome, YouTubers, Facebookers. I'm in Belgium. Yes, I am in Belgium. How is everyone this evening? Let's see. I'm going to get some comments going. What is up, my friends? Let's see if I can grab some of these comments here. Hey. Good night. What's happening, Ryan? Good night. Let me see how these comments pulse up here with that in the background. Ooh, I'll have to move that. So, this is why we always like to test stuff out and make sure things are working as we want. So, we can do that. And we can just take that. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I just wanted to get rid of that there. There we go. Welcome. Um, long trip. Heather Green, what's up? Let me say hi to everyone first that's come out here. Good night, Ryan. What's happening tonight? Let's start off with Darren. Made it to Holland. I landed around I don't know 1 o'clock time, and made it from Holland. I drove up to Belgium here, and got my room, got settled in. I was tired a little bit ago, but now I'm not tired, or just not feeling it right now. That's awesome, Ryan. Glad you made it safe. Yes. Heather Green, how are you? Sherry, what's up? What's up, Gasto from Argentina? We like Argentina. Good job. Good evening. Hello. Look at all the hellos, hellos from South Africa, Cape Town. What's up? What time is it in South Africa? Eddie Ortiz from Washington, North Carolina. What's up, Eddie? How are you guys doing? Tomorrow we get tomorrow's actually going to be a busy afternoon, evening, or I'll be busy from about lunch tomorrow. But what a great flight Icelandic Air was. Yeah, what a great flight. Nice, simple, easy. Hey, from Keswick, Mike Sheridan. Claudio, how are you? Yesterday was just a disaster day. I was rushing. I never rushed so hard in my life to catch up. Gang one from Liverpool. Mick, what's happening? Um, all I can say is we made it. Still got birds we're shipping out. That's fun. What's up? You made it safe, yeah. I did. I picked up the car in Schiphol there in Amsterdam, and had to take it. Had to drive 3 hours up here up into Belgium. No pictures from Iceland. Actually, fun fact. I literally got off the plane. It was 6:30 in the morning. It was pitch black, like as dark as it is in Canada right now, like pitch dark. The plane took off at 8 o'clock in the morning. It was still pitch dark, so there was like no photography of nothing. I didn't have a window seat, so um, no photos of Iceland. When I go back and I go through Iceland, I'll get some photos. But sorry, guys, no photos in Iceland. But tomorrow we start. I'm always nervous on the first day. I get a little nervous. Sometimes you get a bit shy when you have to talk to people, or maybe it's not shy. It's I don't know. You got to raise the level. When we will get to see the birds again. We're gonna start seeing birds tomorrow. There's two lofts we're gonna go to. I don't know if I'll tell you. It's gonna be well for you North Americans. It's gonna be when I do the lives. It'll probably be midday, afternoon time, or morning, afternoon, morning. let's say between no shit, I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna get them between 8 o'clock in the morning and 12 o'clock in the morning. No, it's not that I get shy. It's sometimes when you work with people, you gotta get it out of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm one way. I don't. It's just a matter of getting the formula. You know what I'm saying? It's like the first day of training. You take the birds out the first time, you don't know what you got. So it takes you normally a breeder or two to get into the groove of things and go from there. But we're working on some special effects and stuff. What did you guys think of my intro there? Maybe you guys didn't see it, but I did the intro. So when you guys see this with the countdown, okay, that show is going to start in a minute. So when you see that, you understand what that means, and then we'll tell you on what lofts we're going to be at. And away you go. Maybe I need to do a 2 minute clock. Maybe 2 minutes is better. I don't know. Was your seat mate nice? Who made the trip with me? Sorry, Mr. Ortiz, I missed your call. Missed your message there. Nobody. I do it all on my own. I got my camera equipment, everything roughly that I need to do it. And this trip is hand selecting more birds. We're already have another big group of imports coming in, and those birds will be auctioned. And I'm going to these breeders and just keep selecting, keep selecting, keep selecting. So you guys have the best from Europe. And again, we add new people in all the time. I've already got five. Well, I've probably got six or seven new people, 8 people new for this year, which is great. I always like to add some new people, and you kind of rotate people around, you know. Um, but again, as long as the breeders that we represent produce the top quality birds, the highest level, um, then I'm pretty good with it. I don't mind working. All the people that we work with are easy to work with. So it's like a no-brainer, and the quality of the birds is great. So as I've said before, um, you know, sometimes again, people didn't see Eugene stable last year. Wasn't that his birds aren't great? We gave him a break, and this year, hopefully he's back on the auction, which I've been talking to Huge. But that's just an example, for instance. So maybe you don't see somebody you seen last year. They might take a year off. It depends. Always always trying to do the best that I can and try and bring you guys new birds. How many lofts are you gonna go visit? Oh, um, that's tricky to say. Tomorrow I'm gonna do two, and so tomorrow I'm gonna do 2 lofts. Tomorrow two, and then I just go from there, day by day. Hit hit the likes, man. Hit the likes for the man. Oh, don't worry about that, man. Roger Desmet. No, 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 not Roger. But thanks for the tip on that one, my friend. I'll take a look at that. The problem is, guys, there's so many lots to see, and there's just I only have so much time. Walter Docks pigeons, yeah. You got to kind of and the thing is, when you have the new, you have old breeders that want you to come back, and you got to add the new breeders in. So you're sort of trying to do a little bit of everything. And again, one person, it's a bit of work. I'm not complaining. It's fun, but I got to get the footage and pick out the pigeons and do an interviews and do a Facebook Live. We got to always do a Facebook Live. Um, and kind of go from there. Now, I'm just debating. Did you guys enjoy the sit down interviews I did with the breeders? Did you guys like that? Or was that something you didn't really like? Did you prefer more of the loft tours? What do you guys think? See, when you have no ice, that's how you make a drink. No ice. What can I say? We got comments, questions. So now that I've thought about that, when I post the questions in, if I have those there, I don't need to leave it up all the time, so that'll work. That will work. That doesn't bother me. Just working out things, looking at the screen and how it's supposed to look. You like both? Okay. I like the sit downs. Okay. Brilliant. I'd be watching decent all around. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to to know what questions to ask. I guess it's just sometimes you get to each loft and you know I want to ask the people the questions, and sometimes it's hard to come up with questions. It really is. Uh, these guys are just such good pigeon flyers. But I'll get in and try and get to some deep questions or some good ones. There'll be the obvious questions, and then we'll throw in some more. Again, when you guys see the lives, that's not the whole video. You're gonna see a live, and then we have the edited sit down loft tour that we put together. So, yeah, yeah. I went back to my diet of sandwiches. I bought cucumbers and tomatoes. That's pretty good. Nice little place I'm in here. Tomorrow, the first two lots I got to go to, I got to drive 2 hours to get to them. So I'm going to hopefully get those done and then head back here and go from there. But I do have a bit of nerves, man. I am feeling a little bit nervous. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. But that's okay. Nerves is good. You need nerves. Beautiful weather. I got here today, sunny. Temperature was like 12 degrees, so it was perfect. Too bad Jansen brothers were still alive. That would have been cool. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. I don't know if they would have let me in. Sometimes the big guys are hard to get into, man. I'll tell you. Sometimes the big guys are, as Premier says, you got to try and knock them off their ledge a bit. Do many flyers just hold young birds back at short distance? I think everyone is a little different, you know. They like a lot of the big flyers. They like the nationals, right? The 500 kilometers in the young bird racing. But a lot of flyers here, I find, really concentrate on yearlings and old birds, and 2s and 3 year olds. Um, and that's the truth. That's just what you see. They like to fly everything here, but again, I think it's way more concentrated in yearlings and old birds. I'm not saying they don't love racing young birds; they do, but I think it's more of an art. Old birds let you get to those. Let you get to know the breeders. Yeah, it helps you know the breeders when you sit down with them. Two live sets on Facebook. You're on two live sets. Yeah, I did the Feathers Elite Pigeon auctions and our Pioneer page. I wanted to condense, let everybody so they don't miss out. So if you follow us on Feathers Elite, You can also follow us on our Pioneer page. That's where we do our racing, and that's where it gets a little crazy. But the auctions are a little more calmed down, you know? Does Canada have champions in pigeon racing? I think every country has champions, you know? I'm not going to say that Canada doesn't. Canada has very good flyers. I don't think there's anything really, though, to, I mean, in Canada, I don't know. I don't know what they, I don't know. I know good flyers in Canada. Some of them are, there's fews and fars betweens, but there are a few. I mean, yeah, I don't know if I could say they're champions on a level of where we are here, right? You know, in Belgium and Holland and Germany and you know, countries like that. It's different in the UK. Different, totally different, right? This here is there's thousands and thousands of pigeons. His name is Ricky. I don't know. Yeah, guys, Ricky's a good flyer. Oh. But I think flying in Canada, I would probably say, and I don't. I'm going to take the U.S. out of this. I'm going to say I think flying in Canada. I think when you come here, it would be very different. I think if you're in the U.S. and you're probably flying in New Jersey or you're flying in Florida or you're flying in Chicago, um, you know, I don't want to miss places, New York, you know, in those areas, I think it's a little closer you know, there's more birdage, the competition's a little different. Um, Canada is, I don't think it's the same way. You know, it was very interesting. I had a very nice man, Anders Brobeck, out of Denmark. Now he's Denmark's champion. He's a champion of champions in Denmark. This guy's so whacked out in the brains in a good way that Anders has a loft here in Belgium. So again, he's my kind of guy. Okay, he's got 3 screws loose, but 15 screws holding it all together that are really tight. And I'm going to go to Denmark to see him. I don't know if I'm going to make it to Denmark on this exact trip. But again, I'm always getting lots of interesting offers and stuff like that. Right now, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. I guess because I'm here for only a 10-day window and there's a hell of a lot of track to cover. Um, so, you know, got a lot to do. 12 people on one and 8 on the other. Well, thanks, Peebler. One day I'll hopefully get a 50 on one and 50 on another. But thanks, Peeves. Hey, from Green Bay, what's going on, Green Bears? Now you can switch back and forth. Well, Peebler can switch back and forth, and that's what makes this shit so great. Oh, I did tell you guys I was going to come on, and I did. Just I wanted to do a quick little chime in here tonight. I know in Canada, I'm going to say Toronto or Toronto, Canada. Right now, it would be 7:20 in the evening. It's 1:20 here in the morning. I've got things to do for tomorrow. But yeah, I am a little nervous, but excited. Can't wait to you know can't wait to get in and get going. And the first 2 lofts again, I like the pigeons. Um, they get great results, and we got a bit of color right off the hop, which is good. Always like to start with a bit of color, a little bit of reddish war paint, as they say, and we'll go from there. Man, ooh, I can't read that. Hey, it's 12:20 UK time. Yeah, it was amazing. So when I left Iceland at 8 o'clock in the morning, it was pitch black. I was like, okay, that's pretty neat. I don't know what time zone Iceland's on, but they in the dark zone, man. It's always great viewing your interviews and videos. Thanks, Eddie Ortiz. I appreciate that, and we try and keep the interviews. I try and keep them good. Again, sometimes it depends on the chemistry of the people, and you got to try and get it out of them. Um, Sometimes I think to myself in my head, I'm like, okay, we got to have like 2 or 3 drinks here just to loosen her up a bit. And if we can get loose, then we'll be fine. Sometimes you don't need to have a drink or nothing like that. It just comes. But it is what it is. Are you going to any pigeon shows? The Lear Market is only open in the spring. There's no pigeon shows around here now, so that's not going to be. This trip is solely to visit lofts, select more pigeons, and collect content. Okay, so that means loft tours, live Facebook feeds, and what's the third thing? The sit down interviews, kind of a like that. You get it? You comprending? I don't know. That's what it is. You are doing what guys would only dream of. Yeah, I'm pretty lucky. I really am. And it's sometimes I guess I I knock on doors maybe that I even shouldn't knock on, and I'll get people that turn you away or people or that have stipulations, and you're trying to say like, hey, I'm trying to help you promote your birds and sell your birds. I'm trying to help introduce you to the world so people get to know you. And you always want when you knock on a door, they'll open the door. And most parts, 90% of the time, it's great. But I'll tell you, if you knock on it, there's been days where I've knocked on a couple doors and you get shut down, and literally you just feel like, oh man, I hate like, and you're trying to explain it, and it's not going through. But it is what it is. Michael Beebler says you're showing 2 live Facebook shows at the same time. Wow. Okay. You're right, Eddie. Yes, you are. Lear Market, great. You missed Doncaster. I was gonna go. We kind of got the last month of even the race season, guys. We kind of at our place. We had everything turned upside down. They're tearing down 2 houses on each side of us. There's just a whole lot of shit going down. I will go to Doncaster. I will do the show. I will sponsor the show. I said I will, and I will do it. Just this season, everything fell off. And again, I put this together really at the end here, and you know, we're going to make the best. But I promise you, this coming auction season and this coming winter season, you guys are going to have a lot of great footage. You're going to see a lot of great interviews, and you'll follow me wherever I go. Who knows? Who knows what offers I'll get and where I'll get to go? I mean, hey, um, I'm gonna go to Denmark, right? To to go to Anders Brobeck. I got to go back to Germany. I got to go to the Elkmans in Germany. Fuchs, I got to go there. Uh, who else? The Netherlands, yes, 100%. I still got to get to Mexico. I haven't done that. But in time, we will get there. You guys are going to follow along. That's why I always say, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Uh, all the subscriptions and the support, it helps slightly pay for this. So, if you know pigeon people, get them on our show. Again, we're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but the people we interview, you'll probably like them. You've been to Blackpool, Ryan? Yes, I've been to Blackpool once. I was before I did any Facebooking. I went there to actually I went there to buy a pigeon at a sale. Yeah, what did I end up? I ended up buying. I flew there just for the weekend. I got there. I got there on a. Flew in on a Thursday. I flew home on the Monday morning, and yeah, it was fun. I mean, I was beat. I was bushed onto that. That was bushed, man. I was tired, but it was an experience. I didn't. I was so focused on buying a couple pigeons that I didn't. I didn't. If I went now filming everything, I'd like it 55 times better. But when I went, the people I went with, we were focused on one thing, and people that had been to Blackpool, their whole life, they don't care. It's like if you go to the pigeon shows every year, or you go to an amusement park every year, after a while, it's the same amusement park, right? You thinking in the future to par, par, what? Oh, you thinking in the future to Poland and Romania, Finland? Yeah, yeah. I'd like I'd like to possibly go to Hungary with Zolt Pinter, a very good flyer. He got in touch with me. Poland, yes, I'd like to. Again, though, it comes down to they got to have the birds, and you got to be able to get there, right? You got to make it. It's got to be worth the trip, and that's why I say to these breeders, I always say, low numbers, high quality. Low numbers, high quality. That's how it works. So you know, once you start getting too big in numbers, the quality will go down. And if someone's going to put a big number of birds, we ask them raise it, right? Keep it up high. Brilliant. That Ryan, I bet was experienced and never being out in the UK Black Blue. Here's a must go. You know what? Yeah, uh, well, when is Blackpool, Gang One? When is normally Blackpool? Throw that one at me. I'm gonna think of something here in my brain. When normally Blackpool's what? January, the Morale team in Poland, yeah. Morale team. We did auctions with them before, but and not knocking the Morale team. People that we auction off their birds, they had great results. They are selling their birds on another site in the U.S. And I'm not, you know, no, now's not the time for that. They'll put too many birds out, and I'm not doing that. You know, and I'm always honest. You want me to do work with you, I'm going to work with you, but I'm going to work with you. You're going to work with me, and that's what we're doing. We're not, you know. I've had breeders in Canada ask me to do an auction with them, and I say, yeah, I can do one. And then they'll say, well, 2 months down the road, I'll be selling birds on I thing, I dream, I whatever. And sorry, not interested. I don't work for other auction sites, and you know, when you work with us, you work with us. Down here you'll see. I work with Emil Denny's. We'll use Emil Denny's, okay? But he auctions also on Herbots, but that's a European site. I'm fine. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. Van he works with us in North America. Good, you see. You start going on all different sites, you put too many pigeons out, you lose the qualities. You know. Got some for you. I got two hens producing well for me from the morel. Ah, well, very good. Very good. You know what? They're good guys. They're good pigeon flyers there. But again, I can only I like a bit of a get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Yeah, I just do things again. I really like less numbers. That was a good auction that we did. There was way too many birds. It was just lots of birds. Let's cut the birds down and let's select them and grade them harder. And you're going to see, I get a lot of people that say to me, "Oh, I bought a bird from you 2 years ago. It's doing really well." I get a lot of people that say that, and I'm starting to hear more and more and more and more. And I really think it's because we kept it small, you know. Yeah, I did one time 170 bird auction. That was the last one I'll ever do. You're not, unless it's like a superpower where they can have that level. Regular, no, I'm not interested in that. And again, right there, that comment that you see right here, that comment keeps you going, right? That comment keeps you working. And you get bad comments, and you get good comments, and you get all different kinds. But the positivity, you guys like what we're doing, that keeps me rolling. Again, quality, yeah, that's right. We keep it low. I just wanted to keep a level of high quality. And it's fun. It's funny. I talk to Alfred, and I find, and I'm being honest, every auction I do, I see the breeders want to outdo their next year. I do. And the smallest little things, the little details, or a little special bird in there, you see it. And I'll take Alfred. Season one, he gave really good pigeons, nice pigeons. Seasons two, there's a little nicer. Season three, oh my God. Alf, what are you doing, brother? Do you have any good birds left at your place? It's great to have one-on-one. Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I like, you know, I like people that appreciate what we do. I had a gentleman, and I'm not going to name a name. He's in a country, and he sells on other auction sites. And he asked me, and I said, I will do auctions for you, yes, but you can't do them on those sites. That's my only rule. And he's thinking and debating. Well, if I fly to your place and we do a loft tour, and I do the photos, do the videos, do the this, do the that, and I rah rah rah, and we do it. That's the truth, right? I don't want to see a month and a half later on another site, but they're watching what we did. I just don't think that's right. Yeah, the quality of birds is great, and there's the guy there, right there, guys. Hey, if you want to come to Toronto, uh, December the 3rd, December the 3rd, come on down to Toronto. Come to our showroom. You're going to meet that man right there. He's a great guy, a great pigeon man. He gets the best out of those pigeons. And you'd never know. He's a winner. But boy, he's that sleeper. You know that, when you're at the track, and you see that horse and he just doesn't look like he's going to win. And then all of a sudden he just closes like a freight train. Well, that's right there. Evening, Chris Witters. What's up, my friends? Cheers to you. And I got to thank Alfred. He put me through to a lovely husband and wife team. And he's so excited that I'm going there that Alfred's dad wants to come. So might have to get that done. But again, lots to do and not a lot of time to do it. That is the tricky part, you know. And right now, when you talk to, when you go to the breeders and you sit down and you talk and you chat, it's how can I say it? I feel a time crunch, but they're okay. Like they're on, oh yeah, come on in the afternoon, or and you're like, oh my God, I got so much track to cover. But that's on my end, right? But again, I have to thank the people for allowing me in and letting me film and talk to them and see their loss, and letting me ask the silly questions or the dumb questions or the questions, maybe they didn't want to answer. I've seen that before. I've done interviews where the camera's gone off the camera. The guy's like, "Yo, I can't believe you asked me that question." Me and my partner, 4 birds from you, 4 times we have no complaints. Ah, well, thank you. No problem. And again, I don't know where you're from or where you're watching from, but you want to meet a superstar. There it is, right there. That man. You will, if you want to see what I call the definition of a champion. That's the guy right there. He will be a pigeon winner for years and years and years to come. Uh, he knows his way in and around the pigeon loft. And Alfred and Art and Kiki and Mac, it's a family affair, as they say. You can ask me all. There you go, guys. With Alfred, you can ask him anything. And guys, it's simple. You get guys like that. You can ask them anything. They don't hold back. There's some people that hold back, but that's with anything. When you're also working on next year's auctions too. Yeah, everything it's a circle. Okay, everything is a circle. People have asked, what's one of my something I see for myself in the future that I want to do. I want to pay a pigeon $1 million. I want to run a very big international race. Where I'm at, the property I'm at won't allow that. And again, it's learning how to play with the one loft birds and what training works and what doesn't, and what the people like and what the people don't like, and putting together in my opinion, something better than what's ever been around. And I look at trust me, I look at all the big races, and you guys know them. I don't need to name them, but there's some big ones, and I think I know where my favorite big ones are, and I think that it can still be better. So everything I'm doing here, it's for the future as well, for racing, you know. And I love coming here. I love coming here to meet the people and talking to them and learning and being accepted, and really nice. Always learning, yeah. Uh, Alfred, I always say if you watch videos 3, 4, 5 times, you'll learn different things every time. I've ran a one loft race for about 11 years. But more serious, like not serious, but just doing pigeons for 3 years. And, you know, I have people say, well, you should just keep doing the sales. Just do sales. Just do sales. I love doing the sales. Sales are fun. You know, I enjoy it. But what people don't, what people forget is I love to race pigeons. You know, I had an offer to race in Belgium with uh, with a friend of mine from Ireland. We've been in discussions to go race in Belgium, and boy, that just, that really pulls me to do that. But in the other hand, I have other responsibilities, and I don't know. Um, but yeah, I've done sales for this will be season 5, so I've been auctioning. This will be my fifth season auctioning birds. My favorite is live event auctions, but I don't sometimes I haven't done it in so long, and I'm dyslexic, so I gotta practice. I gotta practice counting in the car while I drive. Not that shit, dubba da dubba da dub. No, 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 no. That's not pigeon auctioning. Henry asks, do you think the day will come when you will do an auction in Europe with Canadian birds? Um, no, I don't think so. The Belgians, the Dutch, they won't be interested because the levels here are higher. It's like saying, let's think about this. Henry, it's like putting this into perspective. Let's take a look at the Jamaican hockey team, right? Or the Chinese hockey team. Get what I'm saying? Same thing. Canada is built with hockey. Russia is built in hockey. Even the US is hockey. Czech, hockey. The few of those superpower countries. And then the rest are just get the odd good one and that's it. But, you know, what am I going to build a hockey team around off of? I know the players that I'm going to go. I need a sprinkle of Canadian, a sprinkle of Russian. I need one or two Czechs and a few Americans, and I got a great team. Yeah, you made it. Yes, yes. Christmas cactus. I haven't seen you on in a while. Little warmer in Belgium, yes. Little warmer, Rosedale. I got your messages. You guys would have seen at 9 o'clock. I was dying. I was ready to sleep, and now I'm up. Um, I'm anxious for tomorrow, and I'm nervous all at the same time. What about breeders in western part of Canada for auctions? Again, I worked with the breeder. I liked working with Bob Dura. I thought he had really good birds, but I can't. No, I need some loyalty. I'm a loyal guy. You know, I just need loyal. What's wrong with being loyal? Or it's not even being loyal. Compare the jobs that get done. You know, auction sites to auction sites, apples to orange. There should be all the same apple, but they're not. And I'm not working for other auction sites. I'm not doing it. When the breeders say, yeah, this guy or this company, they go out and they give us their best all the time. They give us their best. I'm down with that. Hook me up, and I'll give you another gear that you haven't seen yet. That's what I look for. People can have bad days, and you can have a friend that has a bad day. I'm fine with that. I forgive pretty quickly. I'm easy going. But constantly same mistake over and over. Nah, forget it. And not if it's a something silly and small, okay, fine. But there are people that just, they don't see what they do. They're not getting it. And that's okay. That's why, hey, people pick and choose where they want to go in life. Some people say, well, you should put people under contract. Nah, forget it. What's a contract? It's a piece of paper. I want you to stay with me because you like the job we do. It's like you guys are on our show. I want you to stay on the show because you like it, right? You like it. And you know what? If you know people like yourself, hey, give this guy a shot. You might like it. You might learn something. You may hate me, but you may learn something on here. That's what it's about. Getting knowledge, right? What do they say? Power is knowledge. Is that a power is knowledge? Maybe I'm wrong. Pigeon politics, yeah. Major league to minor leagues, yes. You know, one of the countries that I've thought has some of the best pigeons in the world is Portugal. Okay, Portugal. Most of the Portuguese pigeons come from Belgium or Holland. Okay, you'll see it in the pedigrees, but they don't take good pedigrees. They don't take good records of the pedigrees. They don't do they're on a different. They got great pigeons, but they're on a different level. Pedigrees are bare. Pigeons are great. Pedigrees bare. People say, well, why don't you bring Portuguese pigeons over? Because how many people want to see the pedigrees? And they got to see something on there. And I get that as a buyer, right? As a buyer, you want the most information as possible. Whew. Ah, and that's the thing with Alfred. Alfred was a referral from a pigeon gentleman. I started talking to him. Uh, I liked him. I met him. I liked him. I liked his dad. I had an instant good feeling. I liked the pigeons. And I've asked. Alfred is Alfred is a guy that he shoots straight. He's an honest, straight guy. He just And last year I said, can we get one out of Olympic Henny? And you know what? He could have easily said no. And he gave one. He gave one, and we put it in that auction, and we did the best that we could do with it. And I hope that he was happy with the result. When you have a pigeon like that out of an Olympiada pigeon, there's a big pressure on me, the seller, because you just don't know if the people see the values in the pigeon, right? And it goes with all these birds that we sell from all these lofts. These people put their blood, sweat, and tears into it, and you're always wanting them to hope they get good value and they get a good price for the pigeon, a fair price for the pigeon, and the buyers are happy. It's kind of a weird thing because you want it sort of a 50-50. You want the buyer to feel good and the seller to feel good. And then you know what you want? You want to get results back. Then you're going down the right road. And moving forward, this is why I'm here. This isn't about selling pigeons. This is about building relationships. I'm very, very lucky to, okay, Alfred and Art, you guys maybe didn't hear of them before me. Okay, maybe you didn't hear about him. So he's a high level flyer that you never heard about. That's great. We built that relationship. Now you're getting more comfortable with the name. Think about it in the same way. Van Heen, Verstrada, Denny's, big names. Have a great relationship with them. And for me to go there, that's going in history. That's going back in time. Like these were legends, like the Jansen brothers. That would have been great to go meet the Jansen brothers and see if I could work with them. Do you and a son out of Olympiada Henny, Do you a son? We have a brother. In this sale coming up, we have a brother of Olympic Henny. Catching you on YouTube, the last running, your OLR 2021, is that made me want to get back into the game. Well, thank you very much. What the breeder gets from you is one-on-one. Yeah, I respect honesty, and that's the other thing. If I want you guys to try these pigeons, right? If I want you to try, I want you to try an Alfred pigeon. I want you to try a Denny's pigeon, a Grugin pigeon, a this pigeon, a that pigeon, a this, a that. I want you to try them. Well, I want you to get to know them. And I want to go in and I want to show you what the lofts look like. And I want you to hear the man talk. And I'm sure on some videos you guys have watched somebody say things, or maybe even watch me. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about, or I don't like his attitude, or I don't like this, I don't like that. For one of the breeders that we've represented, maybe it's happened. But isn't that great you get that opportunity? When you purchase pigeons at Feathers Elite, you're not just purchasing the pigeon. You're purchasing and you're getting to know the background, the man that works the pigeons. And I say to all the people, message the buyers, the breeders, message them, get in touch with them. If there's one thing they're gonna want to see you do well with their bird. As long as you're not annoying or a pain in the ass, and don't try and tell them, just listen. They'll give you a lot of info. Any chance? Ooh, Wolfgang Roper. Again, guys, if you want me to if you guys know Ryan Richards Onigan, that's my messenger there. You guys want me to meet people or visit people, put them in. The list is long. It's long. It's long, and I'm one guy. The loft tours and one-on-ones with the different flyers bring it to a different level. Yeah, I think it does. I really do think it brings it to another level, and that's what we're getting at. I want you to, you know, when I talk to a breeder, so let's say right now you guys are watching and I'm talking to the breeder and I handle his pigeons and I like them and I sit there and I like everything. And I'm going to use this man, Dennis Sapin. Wow, I liked him. He spoke French. I had to have an interpreter, but I liked the body language. I liked the quality of the pigeons. There was something that I really liked, and I had this bond with Dennis. Me and Dennis Sapin. Okay, whenever I go anywhere and he sees me, he always gives me a thumbs up. It doesn't matter if there's 500 people in a room. He gives me the thumbs up. This guy's well respected. Okay, hold on. That's what I want you guys to get. Because when I leave, the first time I left Dennis Sapin, there was only one guy else with me, and it was my dad. And my dad, me and him both got in the car, and my dad grabbed my leg, I grabbed my dad's leg, and you know what we said? Holy F-U-C-K. That was incredible. That was incredible. That was a moment. And I'm using him. He doesn't speak any English. It's just French. And I came out of there feeling on a level, not only seeing the birds, but seeing him give me his very best. Not best in pigeons, which he did, but his best that he could do. And you could see the body language. It was incredible. And, you know, Dennis Sapin will always be welcome at Feathers Elite. All the breeders that we represent, they're always welcome. I got these birds come from Canada or Belgium. Um, all the birds this year that we're going to auction are going to be in Canada. Last year, we did the auctions over here, and that's what we had for time. This year, we're going to have the birds in Canada, okay? So when you guys buy the birds, so when the auction closes, you're going to be able to get those birds in a couple week period, you know? Normally we cross the border every month. So, let's say we cross every 15th of the month. You you only wait a couple weeks if you're an American. If you're a Canadian, hey, there's no problems. Yeah, if you purchase. So you guys have to remember, when you see birds for sale this year, they're going to be in North America. They're going to already be done everything. You're going to pay the quarantine fee and you get your birds. You don't have to wait. We've taken all that out. We want you guys to be happy. You know, and I'm sorry this year. This year, quarantine's backed up. We came out of that pandemic. The laws slightly changed, but all my buyers, 99% of them are very patient, and I appreciate that. You know, and I get some people that can't be patient and they gotta complain and bitch and whine and moan and all the other shit, and I get that. But it's not pizza. It's not. It's not KFC. It's not Uber. You can't get Uber Eats to deliver it. Just relax. Good things come to those who wait. Yeah. And again, if you guys have questions, let me know. Because remember, you might think it's a dumb question, but I'm pretty sure someone else has the same question. So just ask it. Yeah, the avian flu. I mean, we're just talking. Uh, I talked to a breeder today. I'm supposed to go visit them. Don't come till Saturday. Why? He had COVID. What are you going to do, right? We are getting our auction birds just in time for Christmas. Yeah, that's right. And the other birds will come, and you'll guys that get the birds from the UK, you're going to have no problems. You know, this year we're going to be doing auctions for Formula One, for the Mays, for the Stud, and for Derek Walsh. But those birds are already here. They're there. We had to make adjustments, and that's what we did. Can I buy to send to your OLR? Can I buy? Yeah, can I buy? So we have in our one loft race, we have an auction that we put out, and this year we'll probably have maybe 20 to 50 birds. You can buy those birds and put them in. If you want to get a European breeder to send birds, I have to work that out. Again, I haven't got into doing a big international race. I can do it. I can do the importing. I'm just not on the right property to do it. What else? Rosedale, just in time for breeding. Yes. Who else are going to see you while you're there? I can't tell you who I'm going to see. I can't. You guys are going to have to tune in every day and like, share, and subscribe. You're going to see some older people, some newer people, people maybe you've never heard of. I'm interested. We can talk. Absolutely. Where are you? I'm going to call you Hand Tour. Where are you? Where are you writing from? No direct breeding. That what for 4 or 5 weeks? Oh, you're in New York. Oh yeah, there's no problem. New York, easy. We get birds from the U.S. for our one lot race, no problems. No direct breeding. What for 5 and 6 weeks? Alfred, I don't know what you're talking about, but hey, that's okay. Hey, at least I'm not holding my face. Not holding my face. All right, Peevler's not holding his face. So that's the plan for these next 10 days. I hope it all goes as planned. I always get a little worried, but I'm going to keep positive. And remember, when I do the Facebook lives, guys, okay? Keep the questions, try not to get too super elaborate because like for instance, let's see here. Okay, let's take a look okay, look at take a look at this. I'm just saying, see this comment? It's nice, easy, quick to read. Take a look at this. It's a bigger comment. I can still read it, but it all doesn't fit in. So, guys, try and keep the comments short, quick, boom, 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 and I will get to as many as possible. Oh, yeah, we're ready to go. Ooh, don't breed right away. First, let them. There you go, guys. And this is what I've said to people whenever you buy imports. Okay, we'll use imports. Let's use imports. You got to look at where the birds have come from, what they've traveled. So they were bred in a loft. Then they went to a quarantine loft. Then they got on a plane. They traveled for 3 days. Then they did another quarantine. Then they came out. They did photos, videos, an auction. Then they get on a plane or in the post to your loft. By the way, they've jumped at least 2 to 3 time zones. Easy. Slow down. It's okay. Take your time. Is Sonia Vandermalen on the list? Joseph, you're going to buy the whole sale from Sonia. Yes, Sonia has asked. I always like Sonia. One thing I really enjoy about Sonia is the quality of the birds are there. And she's got the beautiful colors, and they're very nice people to work with. From the moment I met her, I had a good feeling. I like her. Hoping to get back into birds in the spring and build a new loft. Well, we hope you do too. 5 to 6 months to see a bird. Um, yeah, I think if you can buy auction birds and you can let them sit for 6 months to a year, I think it's smart. Again, everyone's different. I've seen birds come out of an auction, out of being importing and breed winners right away. I've seen them skip a year, then they breed winners. I've I've seen it all. But yeah, I wanted to touch base with you guys. You guys like these nightly wrap ups? Maybe I'll do them. I'll try and do them every night, or I'll do them while I drive or something. I won't be putting birds together until February or March. That's a good. Let the birds have some time to set in. That's all I say. It doesn't matter when you get them, just give them some time. And you'll find when you give them time, good things will come. All these breeders I look at, if I can fault myself, because I'm a very hyper guy, I'm very like rah, 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 go, go, go. Most of the breeders are very calm. They're different than me. They take their time, they go a bit slower. So, I'm trying to learn from them. So, guys, that's something you got to take into consideration. Trust me. I like when you walk around the town. Ooh, well, all right. You know what? I will do some town walking, even if I go for a drive and park and go for a walk. We'll do that. But I love the enthusiasm you guys have. It helps on these trips. Guys, I'll tell you, these trips aren't the easiest. And every bit of motivation helps. It's like flying pigeons. You got to have that motivation. Um, there's certain people who really, really get me motivated. And then, you know, I appreciate that. So, oh, okay. Yeah, Eddie, and this is the thing. Um, that's, if you look at seasons one, two, and three, we had all the pigeons always in Canada. Last year, the importing was closed. So what we did was we improvised, okay? We said, F it. They can't come to us, we'll go to them. And when the borders open, we'll bring them in. So again, we think outside the box. We think outside the box. But in my perfect world, I like the birds to come in. Okay. I like to have them in the showroom when the birds are sold. They are ready to go to Canada or the United States. Wherever we've got to ship them, they can go. That's what we want. Uh, I mean, can I guarantee every year it will be like that? No, you never know. So you got to kind of ride the roller coaster and be patient. That's all I can say. My job, I want to see you get the pigeons and I want to see you win and I want to see you do great things with them. Are you visiting Van Heen? Did you see what she's been doing this year? Would I leave my girl out, Miss Enemy? Absolutely not. While you were while you were post some pictures of your favorite restaurants and bars. Okay, I can do that. Graham Moore, brought you should have brought us with you. Of course I bring you guys with me. We bought season 1 and 2 and 3 from you. No complaints. Okay, thank you. If you're dealing with Derek Walsh, you should ask him about Sean Hunt. Yeah, I've, I've reached out. Don't worry. And like I say, not every door you're going to knock on, they're going to open. So, not with you guys. Other guys, no, Eddie and Eddie. Listen, the whole thing is red tape, man. It is a lot of shit. You need to catch another plugger. Yeah. Yeah, I got to. So maybe tomorrow night I'll do a small dinner, even if it's by myself, and we'll see. Yeah, there's my man. You're a role model to us. 9 to 5 guys. Well, hey guys, um, this is a great experience, and I'm probably one of the luckiest humans ever to be able to do this. I have sacrificed to do it, but I'm going to say something. When you come to my house to have dinner, or my parents' house, or wherever, you always eat the best you can eat like a king. And I always like to share. And these tours and this, I want you guys to enjoy it, okay? I know some of you will never get the opportunity to come out here because of your schedules and your life, and maybe you're even afraid of flying, and that's okay. So, you know, you guys can come with me. You're all welcome. All I say is like, share, and subscribe. Be cool and participate in what we're doing. Buy yourself a bird. Get into our one laugh race. Enjoy it. It works. You made her, buddy. Good deal. You made her, buddy. What about Les Green? Yeah, Les is another one. Good evening, Dominic. Oh, you're starting to feel good, brother. I know. You make everyone welcome. Yeah, we try and do. We try and make everyone welcome. I'd like to work with Les. I've talked to Les last year. I tried to get to Manchester to visit him. It didn't work out. Is less in the cards? Yeah, possibly. Possibly. I don't know for this season, but maybe season six. Guys, I will tell you, there's some breeders that you might see them this year. I've tried to get them for 3 or 4 years. It's just not every season is possible, but there's so many good ones with great results. But as I say, I'm very lucky, and I want to thank the people, who put the faith in me, and don't listen to the trollers. There'll always be those. You gotta like them. They knock you down. They give you the thick skin, but they're the behind the scenes people that I really have to thank. People I don't talk about here on the show that got to put up with this. So I thank those people. Whew. On that note, guys, you hear me say it: inch by inch, brick by brick, mile by mile. That's how we get this shit done. Tomorrow we hit 2 lofts. Let's put the women and children to bed and go get some dinner, shall we? Let's do some shopping. Let's have some fun. And remember, guys, pigeon flying, it's absolutely great. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow me along. If you like, share, and subscribe, you're going to get those notifications to when I'm on. Don't ask the same question 3 times. And remember, use your ears. They're your secret weapon. Grandpa Denny, he is a sweetheart. Yes, well, we're going to see Emil Denny's. I promise you guys, you're going to get a lot of Emil this year. Good night, all. Good night to everyone. It is 2:15 in the morning, Belgium time. I'm going to hit the hay. And like they say, tomorrow, it's time to go to work, boys. Time to go to work. Good night.